She wore his necklace still, the silver pendant carved with an Nrog clan symbol. Her fingers clutched it as she walked toward the village market, ignoring the stares and whispers. They said she was the third wife he had deceived. And maybe they were right. But she needed the truth, not rumors. In the city of Luag Toj, Nrog Hlis sat in a busy tea shop. His hair was clean-cut, his clothes expensive now. Across from him sat a woman dressed in red, Maeve Sub, his new business partner, and possibly his new fiancée. "You never told me about your past," she said, sipping her tea. "There's nothing to tell," Nrog Hlis replied, avoiding her gaze. She raised an eyebrow. "The village girl, Nkawgees. She came here looking for you last week." His hand trembled. "I sent her away," Maeve Sub continued. "But you better settle this. I won't marry a liar." Back in the village, POV, Nkawgees' childhood friend, had returned from military service. Strong and quiet, he noticed how much she'd changed, her once bright smile now shadowed by pain. "You still waiting for him?" POV asked one afternoon as they sat by the river. She nodded. "I have to know why." "He's not worth your tears." "He was my husband," she whispered. POV didn't argue. He knew her heart was loyal to a fault, but he also knew Nrog Hlis had broken something sacred. One rainy evening, a stranger on a motorcycle arrived in the village. It was Nrog Hlis. He stood at her door, soaked and quiet. "I need to explain," he said. Nkawgees didn't move. POV, who had been helping her with firewood, stepped in protectively. "You should leave," POV growled. "No." "Let him speak," she said softly. Inside the small house, Nrog Hlis explained how he had lost his job in the city, got involved with Maeve Sub's shady business, and was too ashamed to return. "So you just abandoned me?" Nkawgees asked, tears finally falling. "I was scared," he whispered. "Of being poor. Or of loving me." He had no answer. Days passed. The village buzzed with gossip again. Some said she forgave him. Others said she should go with POV. But Nkawgees stayed silent. Then came the final blow. Maeve Sub arrived, angry and vengeful. "You lied to me," she shouted at Nrog Hlis in front of the entire village. "You said she was nothing." Nkawgees stood by the well, her heart breaking all over again. It was POV who stepped forward. "Leave this place," POV told Maeve Sub. "Your lies are poison." Nrog Hlis, humiliated, fell to his knees before Nkawgees. "Choose me. Let me make this right," he begged. She looked at him, then looked at POV, who had never left her side. "You lied once. Then again. And again. Love without truth is just a dream that becomes a nightmare," she said. She turned to POV. "Will you help me rebuild?" He nodded. Nrog Hlis cried. But it was too late. Months later, the hills were green again. A new wooden house stood taller, brighter, built by POV and villagers who believed in new beginnings. Nkawgees stood by the door, no longer wearing the old pendant. Instead, she wore a smile that spoke of healing. Sometimes, the heart must be broken to see who will help pick up the pieces.